Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we're at Scandit leveraging computer vision to help some of the leading retail and logistics enterprises in the world drive their digital transformation agenda, and in doing so, help them save cost, make their employees more efficient, and enable more seamless customer engagement with their end users. So what's behind this? One of the fundamental changes we've been seeing over recent years, the past 10 years as an example, is smartphone technology development. Specifically, smartphones have become, really have gone from being a camera device in our pockets to being completely ubiquitous, right? We've seen a 10x in global smartphone sales. At the same time, the cameras that are embedded in these devices are incredibly powerful. We've seen a 30 times increase in camera resolutions, and in combination with that, we've seen a 300-fold increase in computing capability of these devices that we carry in our pockets every day. What does that enable? Think about the camera as an example here, right? So the top image here shows a sort of standard test image to derive sort of camera quality, and shows the example of a Samsung Galaxy S4 device that in 2013 cost you 700 euros. Now, fast forward just 4 years to 2017, and of course today's reality is even more extreme. You were able to buy a Galaxy J5 device for 150 euros that produces images through its camera module that beat that much more expensive device by quite a significant difference. And again, you've seen recent camera announcements from other vendors, of course, right? So you know what that means. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean for all of us, and what does it mean for our future? What it does mean is that fundamentally, the devices we're carrying in our pockets and all the different derivations of these devices, so think more special purpose smartphones for workers, for transportation employees, rugged tablets, for example, they all have cameras built in. And all these devices are incredibly powerful. In fact, they're powerful enough to drive sophisticated on-device computer vision algorithms that solve hard computer vision problems in real time, to interact and facilitate interactions with everyday objects of various sorts. This can be interacting with a consumer product, with a yogurt, for example, and learning about its ingredients in a very seamless manner. It can be enabling a worker to get her tasks done, say doing an inventory management task, much more rapidly by being able to count the number of milk cans or milk packages on a shelf more rapidly. Or it can mean recognizing items right away by just pointing a camera at those items and being able to seamlessly reorder or get information about the item. Fundamentally, what it does enable as a sort of universal computer vision capability, it allows you not only to detect what's around you, but the algorithms at this point that we can provide are so powerful, we can start to very, very seamlessly track what's around us as you move the camera around. And that's what fundamentally is required to create sophisticated augmented reality experiences where you overlay the physical world with digital experiences. Now, what I'm going to show you is a quick demonstration of what that means applied to retail or logistics. interesting. All right, we can do without that glory ending here. So, okay, so what did we just see? We saw a representation of what we're doing here at Scandit. Through our technology platform, we're enabling effectively interactions with everyday objects of various sorts and enabling applications for leading retail, transportation, logistics, and healthcare or manufacturing enterprises that aim at reducing operational cost by allowing for the use of smartphones, where traditionally our customers would have to invest and buy expensive, dedicated, purpose-built hardware devices, manage them, deploy them to their employees. We're enabling digital transformation innovation, where, as you see, for example, in the bottom left image, we're making it possible to use different types of new device categories, wearables, for example, robots or drones equipped with cameras, to more smartly engage with products in a warehouse, identify the items that need to be picked, and make them available for efficient fulfillment processes. Or sort of more in a more futuristic manner, we're enabling autonomous or mounted cameras to rapidly detect products that are moving in and out of a warehouse without any manual work. From a company perspective, at this point, we're a global enterprise. We have offices around the world and sales organizations around the world that serve retail, transportation, logistics, manufacturing, and healthcare verticals, first and foremost. We are backed by tier one investors globally, GV, NGB Capital, as well as former SAP and Hybris leadership. We have built a customer base around the world across the verticals I've mentioned, and are powering thousands of apps and use cases for various end users and ISVs, again, focused on facilitating a seamless interaction with our environment. Customers that work with us globally are shown on the slide. You see very strong focus on enabling and helping retailers really rethink the way they engage with customers, the way they build their operations, and really offer up an effective answer to, for example, recent e-commerce trends like Amazon Go. But we're also supporting logistics and transportation players, as you see here, with their operational efficiency agendas to rethink the way they serve gig economy opportunities and really bridge the last mile problems. One example is shown here. So, for example, we're working with DM Drogeriemärkte here in Germany. For those who aren't German, so think the Boots of Germany or Walgreens or CVS in sort of US terms, right? So here the setup is, as most physical retailers, DM in this case operates more than 3,000 store locations. Their associates in the store are often preoccupied and used to be often preoccupied by with relatively mundane day-to-day operations tasks. They would have to go find dedicated devices, scanners in this case, to be able to do inventory checks or engage in reordering or replenishment activity. That not only was sort of monotonous and laborious work for them, but it also kept them from focusing on the customer. Right? So what DM has decided to do is they've decided to move all their employees away from these dedicated devices, equip everyone with a dedicated personal smart device, and which is in this case a Samsung device, and build dedicated experiences for those employees to get their tasks in the retail aisle in front of the shelf done much more effectively, and in doing so really help them focus on what's most important, the customer experience. The result, dramatically improved customer experience, much happier employees, and, which isn't unimportant, much lower cost from an operational perspective. That's it from my side. Thanks so much for listening.